going to talk today about signs of the times, kind of a takeoff from what we did last week on false prophets. We're going to kind of expand on that a little bit. What's going on? Well, that's a good question. What's going on in the world? Have you listened to the news for 5 seconds lately? Have you? Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, say again, sister? That's right. That's right. All this bad stuff. Why is the world just suddenly freaking out? Freaking out. What's going on? Well, I'm going to tell you that right now. Because guess what? Jesus already told us that. He already told us that. Matthew 24:3. As he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, because they don't want to scare everybody. Just kind of, hey, saying, "Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" Well, everybody's been scared of the end of the world since the beginning of the world. Most of them have been calling for the end of the world since the beginning of the world. But they wanted to know. Because, this is Jesus. He knows. He knows. What is really going on? What are we supposed to be looking for here? What's going to happen? And Jesus answered and said unto them, "Take heed that no man should deceive you." He says, don't listen to all this other stuff you hear everywhere. Listen to me. Listen to me. That's because he has the real answers. "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many." Well, I could say that, but it'd be a lie. I could also declare myself the President of the United States, but it'd also be a lie. Just because somebody says it doesn't make it so. Does not make it so. Next slide, Brother Chad. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars." Sound familiar? What was I just telling you about the news? You got Russia moving in the Ukraine. You got China over been playing around in Taiwan. Rumors of wars everywhere. That's not counting how many active wars we have right now going on. Syria, Afghanistan, a dozen other places you could name. Sound familiar? Well, it should. "See that ye not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet." He says, don't worry about it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But the end is not yet. We're not there yet. Next slide, Brother Chad. "And for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquake in diverse places." Yeah, that's right. That's right. We'll get into that in a minute. "All these things are the beginning of sorrows." The beginning. The beginning, he said. Basically, he's warning you here. He says, this is just the beginning. It's going to get a lot worse. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Signs of the times. Signs of the times. False Christs. We talked about that last week. The false prophets. The guys say, "Hey, I know, follow me. I got all the answers. Give me all your money." Yeah. Yep. 2, wars, rumors of wars. Everybody's out to get everybody. Everybody's going to kill everybody. Yep. Heard that. Famines and plagues. People starving. Diseases running rampant. Whoops. Did I go there? Yep, I did. Yep, I did. I did. It's there. So, again, he told us this 2,000 years ago. Why are we acting like we didn't know? 4, earthquakes in diverse places. Has that happened? Yep, you listen to the news. Hey, they never had an earthquake there before. What the heck's going on? Well, there you go. There's your answer. There's your answer. They can blame it on drilling or fault lines they didn't know, or science is great at trying to explain things. But the fact of the matter is it's happening because Jesus said it would. Because Jesus said it would. Now, here's the key. What did he say? What was that last verse? That's right. The beginning of sorrows. Did you now? Cool. But, yeah. That's what he's saying. It's just the beginning. But he also said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Here's the thing. He told us these things not to scare us, not to beat people over the head with, not to make them want to follow us. Follow him, I should say. It's not why he did it. He did it so that us, the believers, would know and expect it. Know it and expect it. He told us what was going to happen 2,000 years ago so we wouldn't be freaking out today. So that begs the question, why are we freaking out today? We knew this. It's been right here. It's been right here. The last part of this book was written in 70 AD, people. 70. Here we are, 2021, going, oh no, what's going on? That's right, Sister Jane, he told you. I'm sitting here going, what's y'all's problem? Why don't you get it? He told you. He told you this was going to happen. So why don't we stop freaking out when it's right? Are we really so lost that we're surprised when the Bible is right? Really? What a concept. The Bible had something right. Imagine that. No, that can't be. Hello. But he also said, don't worry about it. Be at peace. Be at peace. Because here's the deal. Here's the deal. We'll get more into this in the coming weeks. He told us exactly how this story was going to go. But let's not forget the most important part. He told us where this story ends. Where it ends. That's right. That's right, Brother Chad. That was the beginning, all this scary stuff. There's a lot more scary stuff in there. Read Revelation if you don't believe that. It gets real scary in there. But guess what? We know where the story ends. So who cares how it gets there? It doesn't matter. It says just a couple of verses after that you will be hated by all men for my name's sake. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I love my Jesus, and if that's the price to pay, I'm all for that. Because in case you ain't noticed, I could care less what this world thinks. I could care less what this world says about me. I was talking to another pastor a while back, and he was telling me, it's so weird how all these other churches, all these other so-called Christians and everything are all at each other and all competitive and mine and my people and this and that. Well, guess what? Call me weird, but I don't care if every one of you hate me. That just tells me I'm doing something right. So y'all remember that. When they bring that criticism, when they make fun of you, especially you kids, when they make fun of you for being Christian, for standing up for what's right, you just remember that. You don't ever forget that, ever. That means you're doing it right. Because this world can't stand with the right. Who's the God of this world? Anybody want to answer that one? Who is the God of this world? Yes, he is. But I was speaking a little more specifically than that, sister. That's right. That's one. That's one right there, Sister Diane. Yeah. That's right. He thinks he is. That's right. Yeah. Money, greed, power, prestige. Those are the gods of this world. Yes. Yeah, we could go on all day. We could go on all day. Now, is that really who you want the approval of? Not me. Not me. I want the approval of the God. Not just of this world, but of every world, of any world, of heaven and earth. Yeah, you can have your a God. That's right. Thank you, Sister Cindy. Outstanding. That is exactly what I was just going to say. We don't want a God. We want the God. The God. The one, the only, the true God. I care about his approval. His approval. I ain't looking for the approval of the world. You can keep that. And the way I figure it, the harder things get, the more I know I'm doing right. Because the devil don't bother you when you do wrong. He wants you to do wrong. You do wrong, he'll do everything he can to make that happen. Anything you want, he'll make it happen as long as you're doing wrong. It's when you start doing right, he starts coming against you. But remember, again, we know the end. I guess nobody told him he didn't get the memo. He didn't get the memo, folks. That's right, sister. He don't know. He don't know. That's right. He don't know the future. He don't know it. He don't control it. That's God's territory. And somebody should tell that devil that God gets real personal when you start messing in his territory. He don't like that. He don't like that. If you want to know the end, again, read Revelation, because the devil apparently forgot to read that book. More likely he read it, he's just ignoring it. He's just ignoring it. So I don't know, but I ain't worried when I hear these wars and rumors of wars. Let them have their war. That don't affect me and my God. And you'll be hated by all nations. Well, I don't care if they hate me. That don't affect me and my God. That don't affect me and my God. It don't matter. It don't matter. For any of y'all that don't know, that old devil, he made a mistake last week. He made a big mistake last week. He's been coming against me pretty hard all week. Well, he came against me in the one thing that I never really had a problem with before. He came against me in my health. That's a new one to me. I ain't never had an issue there. But he made a big mistake. Not necessarily in coming at me. That was a mistake. But in the fact that he failed. Because guess what? Guess what? That means now I'm going to come right back at you 10 times harder, because that's the way God made me to be. That's the way God made me to be. I'm not going to back off. I'm going to go at you harder. Gates of hell shall not prevail. I don't know about y'all, but I think as a church, we're right here. We're ready to knock some gates down. Knock some gates down. Because I'm done with this. You made it personal now, devil. I'm coming at you. We're coming at you. And guess what? Heaven's coming with us. That's right, Brother Chad. He ain't going to need them defensive gates. But it ain't going to matter. We're going to break right through them. We're going to break right through them. We're going to get out there in this world. The devil's world, we're going to get out there. We're going to knock them gates down. And we're going to bring some people back. Because that's what we're here to do. So bring it on, devil. Bring on your signs of the times. Bring on your evil. It don't matter, because we're coming at you. And that's what I got today. Oh. If anybody here isn't sure, doing their own thing. Yeah, well, if they didn't hear me,